Yeah, so I'll do one for your mum as well. Yeah, all good. Have a good Christmas. Just happened to work out this way. They're like, oh, we're gonna get a cool vlog, and then the bro's doing bench. How good. What's it called? B-roll?
Oh, yeah.
Get some of that in the background when I'm talking about my harsh upbringing. Oh man. Whew. So the plan for today, just a bit of an upper body. But yeah, like I said before, I try to maximize my time in the gym, and I know people throw that word functional around, and you're saying doing some bench, that doesn't seem too functional, but then coupling it with some full body kind of stability exercises, so the stuff on the ball. We'll actually look into like some walking stuff as well, carries, because yeah, when people say that they train so that they can eat in terms of getting rid of calories, I'm kind of looking long term, mid to long term, and like eating in terms of, can we go gather that food? Can we actually do all the stuff to get, you know, the vegetables, your own meat, and all of that sort of stuff? So we're training for life here. But yeah, upper lower split, but a little bit different, not just the aesthetic side. Whew. Oh, wee. It's actually so much harder. You're like, in your head, you're like, when people are like, oh yeah, I'll ask them a question now. But then you just do a set, and then all your thoughts just go out of your brain. You're like, yeah, I've got a mean ass answer for this one. Absolutely, yep. So every morning, get up, and it's all part of just the getting prepared for the day as well. So the first thing I try to do in the morning is get up and do some sort of movement, whether that be yoga or stretching or just some sort of dynamic work, depending on what it is I'm going to train that morning. But yeah, that's my first action of every day, is so that I can prepare my body, but also just get my mind in tune with it as well. Like, it sounds a bit preachy and a bit out there, but when everything hurts, and if you can accidentally cough and your back goes out, it's probably the way that you need to approach things if you want to train hard. Whew. All right. Yeah, man, so these are the all-terrain. That's when things get serious. No, it's Before this, when I was wearing shoes, so like most other gyms, you know, you kind of have to wear shoes, it's the etiquette, but here, since I saw it was kind of okay to not wear shoes, so I used to wear barefoot shoes before this, and now just like Crocs slipping in and out between stuff, but being barefoot as much as possible, just to train those feet, because we're on them for majority of the day, or sitting if you're not in a job where you're up on your feet, but yeah, you're on them all the time, so you've got to make sure you're training those bad boys too. That last one was for the gram. It's just straight pull-ups. Nice. Oh, wee. Shit. After this is where we got the walking stuff, the stuff that's not so sexy, but stuff you try to do, just walking with the sleds, backwards walks with that, as well as some carries, so just offside, just so that you can get back to correcting that. Yeah, but the good old pull-up, there's nothing wrong with it, as well as some upright rows. Before CrossFit, so everything that I've done has been to a point of just extreme competition. So like I have all the weird stuff as obviously representative in rugby scenes, as well as competing in skateboarding and competing in CrossFit. So everything that I do, it kind of gets to a level of competition and bodybuilding as well. So like all these different training modalities, and I think it's more just to see where it is that I can take my body, or just the fun stuff, you know, I just get really hyper focused on those things. So after the CrossFit scene, competing there, and this kind of the mentality that you have to go at it over and over again, I went back into footy, and with that, so what we're doing now, a lot of it is just to maintain the physique and just live every day so that I'm feeling okay. I was shattered after every training session, and that was fun. That was cool to chase at that time, but now in terms of being functional, it's functional to relative to my context now, which is a bit more sedentary as a researcher, and obviously playing footy, but not as much of a commitment in footy now at Prem's level. But yeah, so the training now is to optimize what I have in terms of physique and maintain my muscle mass, my bone density, as well as just my noggin, keeping the top 2 inches alive. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Shit. You like try to come up with a really cool thing to say, and then you're just like, have I already said that? I don't know. All right.
What's with the skateboarding thing?
Right, so it was just something to do. A lot of the people, I think at the time, this might be showing my age a bit, but MTV came out, and like Jackass and all the stuff with Bam Margera was big at that time, and he was a big skateboarder, and it was something that was accessible being a kid in Wellington. So yeah, got into that. And I maybe started when I was about 8 and then started competing by around 13. So I did that up until pretty much 18. So I'd say in terms of sports, it was probably the longest sport I actually played. I probably should have kept at it now because it's in the Olympics, but at that time, it was actually, you're a bad boy if you're skating, so that was pretty cool. Got in before it got legal.
So were you competing like, what, just locally? Or?
So yeah, locally, then you get onto the national scene, and that's pretty much where it ends. I mean, at that point, the funding that was allocated to skateboarding, like you're pretty much doing it yourself. You might get a free board and stuff every now and then. But yeah, it was one of those really hard ones to maintain if you didn't have any major sponsors, which being over here in this country at that time was very unlikely unless you were owning your own brand or shop. So yeah, but I mean, there was the love of it. Great crews, and it's just like anything you get into, they've got their own subculture, and you start dressing like that, talking like that, and you meet some cool people through there. We're doing the backwards walking. You've probably seen it, knees over toe guy. He advocates that for a lot of knee health. So I do a bit of that and then couple that with an odd object carry. So the most odd object we could get is a kettlebell. And I'll just hold that in one just to offset me, and then we'll just get walking. So when people talk about functional, something we do most days, and this is not to be ableist, but we walk and breathe. So being able to do those in combination while holding stuff is probably a good way to go. Well, I don't know who was on here last, gosh. Yeah, that's a lot of weight. For this. Oh man. Right, now the fun part is getting that drift going. Oh, it's always the ones that don't look like it's doing anything. Oh, okay. All right. I shouldn't have told you my plan before this. I could have had a break. Okay. Now the. Okay. Alrighty. Let's take the groceries inside. Oh, this is one of those RIP headphone users. All they're hearing is the whole time. Oh shit. Oh, yep. But if you want to be that hero carrying all the grocery bags in one go, this is us. Yeah, so another reason, like obviously you can train for all the physical, the aesthetics and feeling good, but like if we think about well-being and everything holistically, and so something that I guess a lot of men, Māori men, Pacific men, or men living in Aotearoa, a lot of us do better with our mental health as well. So something that I've had ups and downs with is just anxiety and depression, and a lot of that is thinking in the future, is like, where is it that I'm gonna be going, or what if this doesn't happen? Just that fear of the unknown. Coming to the gym every day in an environment like this, it's one thing I can control every single day. So if I get up, I do my stretching, and if I come down and do a session here, regardless of the intensity, like relative to what I can pull on that day, that's a big tick for the day, and it's always a positive outcome. So I'm never leaving here, regardless of what we quantify the session to be. Walking out of here after putting in some time, I'm always feeling like I've had a huge accomplishment, and that's my one thing that I can definitely control for the day. So yeah, always in here, always putting in whatever work I can, and not being too harsh on myself if it is, you know, objectively a bad session. So yeah. Whew. All right, so just got some rows to do, and then that's us. How good. I actually get quite a few of my exercise inspiration from that guy. I see what he does with his clients. I'm like, ooh, that's a good idea. Shit. Oh. Yeah, sweet, bro. I'll do one for your mum as well. Yeah, all good. Have a good Christmas. Yep. It's the real deal. Real deal. Okay. We're almost there. Oh, there we go. Oh. That's us. What a session. So that's been us, upper body day. Cheers, brother. How good.